what are some of the issues that you are passionate about, that you like to get involved in, man? Like the issues that, that you feel your energy, efforts, and attention are best applied.
After 2015, with what I call Black Death on the television every day. I think.
Now what's that?
Just Philando, Eric Garner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like Black Death everywhere.
Yeah, the dark years.
It was happening, but now it's being televised.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think after that,
that's what made me really change my. That's what I switched my. I switched my whole shit up then too.
Yeah.
I switched my whole shit up just because I was like, man, you can't just be sitting at the top of a hill watching all of this chaos and mayhem go on down here with the same, that you watching it happen to the very people who put you in this position. And you can't be so high up and not care about what's going on to the people that, you know what I'm saying, who put you high up.
Absolutely.
So that's where Us or Else came from for me.
Yeah. So that was a big, for me in terms of like involvement. I've always wanted to be involved. I've always been like, yeah, I go to the prisons and I do a show, or I, do stuff in the community. But I think when that happened, I was vocal. And then which I'm sure you've experienced well, it was so much backlash from being vocal.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and with me at least, it wouldn't have had as good of a job to do with you, but with me at least, they always go back to, now he wanna be conscious.
Like we can't evolve.
What happened to dope boys in the trap?
Yeah.
What happened to them? What happened to, hey man, it's still there, it's on the menu. You order it, you will be served, sir.
I think what people don't understand is it's a term, shout out to my man Prop, he's a super educated collegiate cat, but he broke down this intersectionality. And it basically is like where things intersect, where my academics intersect with my street knowledge, where Tupac's ballet intersected with him living in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I can be all of these things.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's intersections, and there's a reason why I'm this way. So people even have a struggle with that. Like, well, how can you be Christian but then you talking about the black struggle? It's like,
it's called diversity, people.
Man. So that was an issue, but I think that's what got me awakened.
People get to projecting though, because what they do is they look at their faults, their fears, and their failures with that they have experienced with themselves.
Yeah.
And when they see us, because they say, well, I couldn't be a trap nigga and educated and good looking and respected from the dope house to the White House. I really come from the trap, and you know that because the White House would never respect me.
Right.
No, bro. No, that's your story.
Your story.
That's your story.
That's
bro.
your narrative.
That's your truth.
Yeah.
And because you accept that as your truth.
Yeah.
I know that I got better for myself. I know for myself I can accomplish more, do more. I can achieve more. And that is why I have so much diversity within me, because I expect me to be diverse.
Yeah.
And I think you have, you know what I'm saying, you have that same attribute.
And got to, because it's so much out there. So for me, it's like, man, I'm gonna be involved in a whole bunch of different stuff. And I thank God for folks like that. I think, Killer Mike's one,
Man, Kill, one of the smartest cats.
What?
And David Banner, man.
Yeah, David Banner too. Both of them have been like mentors in a lot of different ways to me.
Right on.
Because of how they intersectionality, they diversity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it takes certain type of people to relate to other type of people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another thing for me too, is that certain folks relate to what I'm talking about. They like, man, you're not gonna walk into a prison cell and not hear about some people who are like, man, I go to chapel, I'm a Christian. Right. But what's their background and what's their soundtrack?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I need a soundtrack, and this song is, connects me with my community, but I need a song to connect me with my spirituality and my community, and that's where I kind of try to fill in that gap.